Indianapolis Colts passing efficiency and receiver integration through Week 6, 2025. Through the first 6 weeks of the 2025 season, the Indianapolis Colts passing game has emerged as a model of rhythm-based efficiency built on synergy between quarterback Daniel Jones and a balanced receiving unit. The group is anchored by slot receiver Josh Downs, who leads the team with 33 receptions for 8.2 yards per catch and an impressive 86 overall grade. Downs is Jones's most dependable short area option, consistently sustaining drives with quick separation and precision underneath. Alec complements him as a vertical field stretcher, recording 16 receptions at 13.7 yards per catch with a 74.8 grade, serving primarily as a deep threat target. Tight end Tyler Warren adds valuable production over the middle, with 13 receptions for 15.6 yards per catch and an 81.0 grade, showing excellent hands and route discipline. On the perimeter, Michael Pittman Jr. provides steady outside presence, tallying 12 receptions for 15.6 yards per catch and a 73.4 grade, while rookie Adonai brings emerging explosiveness with 9 receptions for 15.8 yards per catch and a 75.0 grade, highlighted by 0 drops and clean separation. From an efficiency perspective, the Colts receivers show remarkable dependability, with Pittman, Warren, and Mitchell all maintaining a 0% drop rate. When targeted, they collectively produce strong quarterback efficiency. Jones holds passer ratings of 104 when targeting Downs, 108 to Pierce, 117 to Warren, 104 to Pittman Jr., and 63.5 to Mitchell. The latter figure stems more from situational difficulty than execution lapses, reflecting the risk associated with deeper throws. Quarterback directional and situational efficiency. Daniel Jones's directional passing data underscores where the Colts offense thrives. His most efficient zone is the intermediate middle range, 10 to 19 yards, where he posts an elite 130.5 passer rating, showcasing rhythm, timing, and precision. Conversely, his least efficient areas occur on deep left and deep middle throws, where completion rates drop. Between the numbers and in short to intermediate zones, however, Jones is exceptional. His quick release and timing-based mechanics fit perfectly with the Colts' offensive design. When kept clean, Jones completes 74.2% of his passes for 8.3 yards per attempt and a 101.8 rating. Even under pressure, he remains composed, completing 56.3% for 8.5 yards per attempt and a 110.3 rating, reflecting decisive reads that limit negative EPA outcomes. Against the Blitz, he performs at his best with a 116.1 passer rating, completing nearly 70% of attempts for 9.4 yards per throw, driven largely by quick outlet targets to Downs and Warren. Without pressure, his rhythm remains efficient, producing a 95.3 rating against 4-man rushes. By passing concept, Jones is most effective in structured rhythm throws rather than heavy play action. On non-play action attempts, he completes 71.1% of passes for 7.7 yards per attempt and a 108.3 rating, displaying clean timing and control. His efficiency peaks in the 10 to 19-yard intermediate window, where he completes 64.9% for 11.4 yards per attempt and a 119.5 rating, aligning with routes from Pittman and Warren. Short throws, 0 to 9 yards, yield a 106.5 rating, largely to Downs and Warren, while deep passes, 20-plus yards, remain inconsistent at 40% completion and a 64.6 rating. Receiver alignment with quarterback strengths. The Colts' offensive structure maximizes efficiency by aligning receiver skill sets with Jones's strengths. Downs operates primarily on short and intermediate routes, 0 to 19 yards between the numbers, his most accurate and high EPA zones. Pittman Jr. and Warren excel on intermediate crossers and seam routes that align with Jones's most productive middle field areas. Mitchell, meanwhile, thrives on the intermediate and deep right side, where Jones is most comfortable attacking downfield with timing and precision. Pierce's deep left targets, however, coincide with Jones's weakest zone, contributing to lower EPA returns despite sporadic explosive plays. Tight end Tyler Warren's usage perfectly complements Jones's intermediate proficiency. His 15.6 yards per catch and 2.51 yards per route run make him a consistent chain mover and red zone threat, often the go-to option in play-action schemes. Running backs Jonathan Taylor and Tyler Goodson contribute situationally, serving as short area release valves on screens and quick flares. Though not high-volume targets, they stabilize drives with steady, low-risk EPA. EPA contribution by zone and role. EPA mapping clearly illustrates how the Colts passing game generates efficiency. In the short range, 0 to 9 yards, Downs and Warren dominate through quick separation and completions, driving sustained positive EPA. In the intermediate range, 10 to 19 yards, Pittman Jr., Warren, and Mitchell produce the bulk of explosive EPA gains, especially on play action and crossing concepts that exploit soft coverage zones. Deep attempts, 20-plus yards, primarily aimed at Pierce and Mitchell, yield limited EPA due to lower completion rates, while short checkdowns to Taylor and Goodson offer small but consistent positive contributions. Through 6 games, Downs stands as the clear EPA engine, powering the offense through high-volume short to intermediate routes. Warren serves as the secondary driver, perfectly matching Jones's middle field efficiency. Pittman Jr. provides boundary stability, while Mitchell offers rising deep right explosiveness. Pierce, though useful in stretching defenses, remains the lowest EPA contributor due to his alignment with Jones's least efficient deep left zones. Collectively, the Colts' passing identity centers on precision between the numbers in the 0 to 19-yard band, defined by the slot seam connection between Downs and Warren. Directional and hierarchical EPA breakdown. EPA outcomes further confirm Jones's directional trends. On short left throws, where he owns a 126.8 passer rating, Downs dominates, driving consistent efficiency. The intermediate middle, 130.5 rating, is the offense's power zone, sustained by Warren and Pittman Jr., whose seam and dig routes account for much of the team's passing EPA. Short right throws, 108.3 rating, to Taylor and Mitchell yield moderate gains, while deep left and deep middle throws remain low efficiency zones, sub 60 rating, predominantly targeted to Pierce. On the deep right, Jones performs better, 89.9 rating, where Mitchell provides occasional explosive value. EPA hierarchy mirrors these results. Downs ranks first as the slot catalyst and EPA leader. Warren ranks second through intermediate seam dominance. Pittman Jr. anchors the outside. Mitchell provides emerging right-side explosiveness. Taylor stabilizes short EPA, while Pierce lags due to vertical inefficiency. Role players like Mo Ali Cox and Ashton Dulin add situational boosts. Aaliyah Cox on short yardage conversions, and Dulin on limited deep right completions. Schematic and strategic conclusions. From a schematic standpoint, the Colts' offensive EPA structure reveals a clear concentration of success between the numbers and within 0 to 19 yards, fueled by Jones's rhythm passing and the precision of Downs and Warren. The secondary efficiency band extends to the intermediate right, driven by Pittman Jr. and Mitchell, while deep left and deep middle inefficiencies constrain vertical explosiveness. Jones's quick decision-making under Blitz, 116.1 rating, and high completion efficiency in short zones form the backbone of Indianapolis's pressure counter strategy. The offense thrives on quick game, spread-style West Coast principles, emphasizing tempo, precision, and sustained drives over deep volatility. However, vertical inefficiency and heavy reliance on the Downs-Warren duo present areas for refinement, particularly in expanding the deep right and boundary attack with Mitchell. Overall, the Colts' passing EPA model through Week 6 reflects a surgically efficient, timing-based offense that excels in controlled passing environments. The Downs-Warren connection defines the team's identity. Pittman Jr. and Taylor provide structure and stability, and Mitchell adds emerging upside, while Pierce's deep inefficiency remains the key limitation in an otherwise well-orchestrated aerial system. The Indianapolis Colts offense through this sample displays one of the most balanced yet distinct efficiency profiles in the league, led by Jonathan Taylor's elite rushing production and Daniel Jones's highly efficient passing. As a team, Indianapolis has totaled 173 rushing attempts for 791 yards, averaging 4.6 yards per carry with 13 touchdowns and 50 first downs. The group has produced 572 yards after contact, 3.3 per attempt, and 21 explosive runs of 10 or more yards, showing a physical and consistent ground game, particularly when running off the left edge and behind left tackle. Jonathan Taylor remains the engine of this attack with 114 carries for 601 yards, 5.3 yards per attempt, and 7 touchdowns. His directional production is outstanding, 10.6 yards per carry off left tackle and 7.8 off right end, reflecting both explosiveness and balance. His inside production is steady at 4.5 yards per carry across interior gaps, powered by strong yards after contact output between 3.0 and 3.7 per attempt.